You must find a dream. Not just any dream. You must find a dream so vast, so blindingly brilliant that it consumes all of your fears. A dream so powerful that it becomes the very reason you breathe, the force that makes the idea of giving up an absolute impossibility. On the long road to where you are trying to go, every single person faces a crossroads. One day, you will stand at that point where the path forks. One direction leads forward, into the unknown, into the storm. The other leads back, to comfort, to safety, to what you already know. The fundamental tragedy of the average person is that they turn back from their dream. You have the vision. Deep down, you believe in it. You are so certain of its power that you know if other people could only see the world through your eyes for a single moment, they would be utterly amazed. This is the secret. Your goals and your dreams have to be bigger than your problems. When your reason why is powerful enough, the how takes care of itself. When you are going through hell, you must keep going. Why would you possibly stop there? You are already in the fire, so why set up camp? The only way out is through. The path to the next level of your life is paved with the words, keep going. Keep running, keep fighting, even when the world around you descends into chaos. You cannot achieve greatness if you cannot operate in chaos. The world is not a calm, orderly place. It is a storm, and the great ones are not those who wait for the storm to pass. They are the ones who learn to dance in the rain. Your dream must be something that possesses you, something that wakes you up in the dead of night with a heart pounding with ideas. It must be a thought that occupies your mind constantly. A force that drives you to leap out of bed when every fiber of your being screams for more sleep. It must keep you working late into the night when your eyes are heavy and your body aches. It must make you show up and do things you would never normally do. Greatness requires extra. It demands more. How many times in your life have you gone through something you were convinced you wouldn't survive? Yet, here you are. What you have to learn is to be steady in the storm. If you are steady, you will outlast it. If you are steady, you are truly living. If you find yourself unsteady, shaking, and on the verge of breaking, it is only because you have not yet cultivated the faith to believe, truly believe, that there is something magnificent waiting for you on the other side of this trial.
It is so easy to procrastinate. It is the most natural human tendency to say, I'll do it tomorrow. Well, today, I am asking you to reprogram your brain. I want you to burn this idea into your soul. Tomorrow is not a viable option. Tomorrow is a myth. Tomorrow is where dreams go to die. You don't get it done tomorrow, you get it done today. That is the creed of the champion. Always align yourself with something bigger than yourself. A common mistake is throwing big, world-changing ideas at small-minded people. Protect your vision. Having faith that you are on the right path is one thing, but you have to believe with every cell in your body that this is your destiny. This is what you were put on this earth to do. If you truly want it, you must abandon the notion of waiting for the right time. As human beings, we tell ourselves this lie to justify our inaction. We wait for a sign, for conditions to be perfect, for everything to make sense before we start executing. But there is no right time to do anything. You just have to start doing. You must move from being a thinker to being a doer. Until you have tasted the sweet victory of finishing, you will never truly respect the process. Until you have followed through on a commitment, until something is truly done, you will always be haunted by the ghost of what could have been. It is in the tears, the struggle, the pain, when you go through it anyway, when you show up when you don't want to, when you continue to fight on no matter the circumstances, that you forge your character. After a while of quitting, something vital begins to wither and die inside of you. But there is another urge, an opposing force. It is the urge to quit. Do not be ashamed of it. Every president has felt it. Every king has felt it. Every lion hunting on the plains has felt it. Every champion, every soldier, every victor in history has felt that powerful, seductive urge to simply give up. Your test is not whether you feel it, but whether you surrender to it. Don't you dare give up on your dream. It is excruciatingly difficult to pick yourself up each day and believe that you can do it, especially when the evidence seems to point to the contrary. There will be times when you doubt yourself. That is part of the journey. The world is full of people who have placed limitations on their own minds. Because of the painful experiences of life, they have concluded, I can't do that. Many people never try anything different because at some critical juncture in their life, somebody they respected, somebody they trusted, looked them in the eye and said, you can't do that. And they accepted that verdict as truth. Most people aren't obsessed with their goals because deep down, they don't believe they are worthy of them. It's easy to dream. We're all searching for this golden, elusive purpose. Is it this career? Is it that relationship? Is it making money? No, the purpose is you. The purpose is the person you become in the pursuit of your potential. Every single day I wake up and there are things I don't want to do, but I ask myself a question. Do you want to walk around all day haunted by the knowledge that you could have, but you didn't? So, get after it. Do the things you know you are supposed to do. There are actions you know intuitively will improve your life. Do those things. And there are actions you know will make you a worse person and make your life harder. Don't do those things. It is that simple. You have to start living your life in a state of expectation. You must start expecting great things to happen for you in order for them to manifest. If you live your life expecting greatness, greatness will find you. If you live your life in despair, despair will be your constant companion. For those of you who have experienced profound hardship, do not give up on your dream. 50% of winning is just showing up for the fight. The battle is half over the moment you decide to step into the arena. You will never win a fight you don't show up for. So show up. Tell yourself, here I am, ready for duty. I am done hiding in the shadows, paralyzed by the fear that I might fail. I will face this challenge head on and let the chips fall where they may. Tell yourself every single day, here I go again, and I have what it takes. This is my day, and nothing out here is going to stop me. You have to eat the dream. You have to sleep the dream. You have to dream the dream. You have to see your victory when nobody else sees it. You must believe it when there is no tangible evidence. There is more in you right now than is represented in your bank account. There is more in you than is reflected by your current circumstances. Your present life is not a true reflection of your ultimate potential. You have greatness within you. You have the ability to do more than you can ever begin to imagine. There is no shame in wanting something. This entire world, this civilization was built by people who wanted something better. You must discover your unique gift, and when you discover it, you have to soak it, wring it out, and diversify it. Most of us only have one attempt, but that's all you need. Even when nobody believes in you, when you've lost again and again, when the lights are cut off, you must still be looking at your dream, reviewing it every day, and saying to yourself, it is not over until I win.
If you just understood the principles of success, you could achieve it. Anyone can. The principles are not the hard part. The hard part is believing that those principles are applicable to you. Everyone is designed for success. You just have to get out of your own way. Imagine this day is all that's left. Suppose wherever you came from, you won't have time to return. No time for goodbyes. How would you use this time? If you adopt that kind of earnestness, everything will change for the better. Nothing carried over, no accounts for tomorrow. Everything is invested in today. If you end a day having made no progress, you haven't just stood still, you may even be further from your goal. Why did you let that happen? You allowed the thought, maybe I can't do this, to creep in, and so you gave up. You let the fire fade, and you settled. You settled for mediocrity. You settled for average.
You settled for, oh well. Do not do that. Life is too short. Go harder than you did last year. Whatever you thought you did, it wasn't enough. Go harder and find a way to enjoy the struggle. That is when you have mastered the game. Every problem we have can be viewed in two ways. We can see it as a difficult obstacle to be rid of, or we can see it as a message from our true selves. A problem arrives not to make our lives miserable, but to make our lives less miserable in the long run. The suffering it imposes is an attempt to wake us up. Nobody in life is flawless. Nobody is perfect. The real perfection is found in perfecting your imperfections. The knowledge that you have emerged wiser and stronger from setbacks means that you are, forever after, secure in your ability to survive. You will never truly know yourself or the strength of your relationships until both have been tested by adversity. Such knowledge is a true gift, for all that it is painfully won. It is worth more than any qualification you could ever earn. That is true resilience. Do something about your goal every single day. Every day, take one action that moves you toward it, that keeps the goal alive and in focus. However small or insignificant that step might seem, take it. Do that little piece. Make it happen. That goal is not going to achieve itself. And whatever you do, don't half-ass it. If you've chosen to do something, whether it's easy or hard, give it your all. Win, lose, or draw, if you don't hold back, you will never have to wonder, what if? And that question, what if I had given it my all, is the one that will keep you up at night.
The number one thing is that you must have a crystal clear vision, a precise goal of where you want to go. Only then will you get there. You can have the best airplane in the world, but if the captain doesn't have a destination, the plane will just drift aimlessly. Know where you are going. And as you go, do not listen to the naysayers. There will always be people who tell you that you can't do it, that it's a stupid dream, a crazy vision. Turn a deaf ear to them. Find your passion, and you will unlock a tremendous, sustainable energy. But momentum requires you to always do the next thing to keep it going. It is in this passionate state that you must make decisions. A decision is the first step out of the trapdoors and dungeons we create in our own minds. Most of the time we quit, it's because we lack the mental tools to get us through to the other side. You have to examine why you were doing this in the first place. Allow yourself to dream. Fantasize about your goals and the life you truly want to live. Imagine you have no limitations on what you can be, have, or do. In the words of the great poet Dylan Thomas, do not go gentle into that good night. Rage, rage against the dying of the light. Your potential is that light. Do not let it fade quietly. Fight for it. Or as Charles Bukowski wrote, if you're going to try, go all the way. Otherwise, don't even start. This could mean losing things, maybe even your mind for a little while, but it will be better than anything else you can imagine. Invent yourself, and then reinvent yourself. Do not swim in the same stale water. Be self-taught. Reinvent your life because you must. It is your life, and its history and its present belong only to you. This is your personal journey of building a powerful mindset. Can you keep your head when all about you are losing theirs and blaming it on you? Can you trust yourself when all men doubt you? Can you dream and not make dreams your master? Can you think and not make thoughts your aim? Can you meet with triumph and disaster and treat those two imposters just the same? Can you force your heart and nerve and sinew to serve your turn long after they are gone, and so hold on when there is nothing in you except the will which says to them, hold on. This is the path to greatness. Greatness takes time. Building your brand takes time. Building your life, your career, it all takes time. You must be prepared to get 1,000 no's to get that one yes. What will it take for you to keep going when others are quitting? When rejection is piling up? When discouragement is setting in? When predators are breathing down your neck? And even family and friends are telling you that you're a fool? What will allow you to have the mental perseverance to keep your commitment to your commitment? It is the will
to do it.
Surround yourself with people who are hungry. Hungry people are willing to do the things today that others won't do in order to have the things tomorrow that others won't have. Hungry people operate on what they know, not what they feel. Deep down, you already know who you are. The peace we are all after lies somewhere beyond personality, beyond fear. So many of us choose our paths out of fear disguised as practicality. What we really want seems impossibly out of reach, so we never dare to ask the universe for it. But you can. Don't let anything stand in the way of the light that shines through you. Risk being seen in all of your glory. You already have something special inside you. What you're afraid of is the hard work required to bring it out. You are afraid to step up, stare at yourself in the mirror, know who the hell you are, and risk failure. But you must fail forward. You must learn. That is how you put yourself in a better position to succeed. Once you conquer one level, you move to the next. Too many people stay at one level because it's comfortable. Choose victory over comfort. Make a choice. Just decide what it's going to be, who you're going to be, and how you're going to do it. From that point of decision, the universe will begin to get out of your way. We can't have another bad year. You must get to the point where enough is enough. Sometimes you can try so hard, be so prepared, and still fail. And every failure is painful. But no matter how great the setback, how severe the failure, you never give up. You pick yourself up, you brush yourself off, you push forward, you move on, you adapt, you overcome. On the other side of temporary pain, you will meet a version of yourself you never knew existed. It is much easier to come up with excuses for why you can't. If you do what is easy, your life will be hard. Anyone can complain, surrender, and become bitter. But if you do what is hard, your life will be easy. You must change your strategies, and that means reinventing your life. You have the power to decide that you will stand up to life, that you will live each day as if it were your last. It is your time. It is possible. It is necessary. It is hard, and it is worth it. The road to success is a very, very lonely road. Along that road, you will not see many friends. I wish I could tell you to take a break when you're tired. I wish I could tell you it will get easier. It won't, but you will get stronger. All pain is temporary. If you can survive it, on the other side of it, you will meet personality traits, emotions, and versions of you that you didn't know existed. Wouldn't it be a shame to quit when you are this close?
We're training people to be soft in a world that continuously gets harder. You have to build a person who can withstand the pressures of life. That takes toughness. You must shut off the technology, turn off the noise, and go to that dark place in your mind. I call it the dark room. No cell phones, no music, no computers. Just you. Very few people want to be alone with their thoughts anymore, but it is in that silence that you will figure out what the hell you truly want to be. Once you find that passion, that purpose, everything else will start to line up. Silence the negative voices in your head by speaking back to them with action. Discipline is your best friend. It will take care of you like nothing else can. It will put you on the path to strength, health, intelligence, and happiness. Without discipline, you give up at the slightest struggle. You must learn to do what you hate to do, but do it like you love it. What if the truth is that changing your life is just one decision away? One meeting, one conversation, one extra phone call, one extra rep in the gym. When you start stacking up those one mores, that becomes the separator in life. We don't get our goals, we get our standards. Raise your standards. Don't be afraid to reinvent yourself. Don't be afraid to be different. You don't have to fit in. You were meant to lead. People who don't have their own visions become vision killers. They want nothing more than to talk you out of yours. Do not let them. I've never had a plan B. Every thought you put into a plan B is energy and focus you are stealing from plan A. Winners work as hard as possible and still worry if they're being lazy. The reason most people fail is because they give up what they want most for what they want now. The first step to true change is getting brutally honest and saying, I am tired of myself. When you are sick and tired of being sick and tired, that is the facilitator of change. That is when you are ready to say, no more excuses. You have to live an intentional life. No one ever went uphill by accident. You've never read a book on accidental achievement. You have to be intentional. The scary thing isn't pushing, it's when you give up, when you stay in bed, when you eat the donut. In those moments, you are getting mentally weaker. Develop the muscle of your mind to push through when things suck. If you want to win, you have to do it. Do it alone, do it broke, do it tired, do it scared. No matter what, just do it. Don't negotiate with your peace. Don't accept less than you deserve. Understand the power of timing. You can have the right swing, but if you swing at the wrong time, you will have no impact. Your dreams are phenomenal. The life you envision for yourself is phenomenal. Now you must align your actions with the timing of your destiny. That is the final piece of the puzzle to building your legacy.
Here at Final Gear, we understand that the journey is long, the road is lonely, and the fight is waged within. We are not just a channel. We are the fuel for your engine when you're running on empty. If this message has awakened the warrior within you, then help us arm others. Share this with someone who is on the verge of quitting. Ignite their fire by hitting the like button. And to ensure you never face the storm alone, to become part of a community that refuses to back down, shift into your highest gear, your final gear, and subscribe to the channel. Your greatest enemy is your own doubt. Conquer it, and the world is yours.